This whole scene was built in under 5 minutes using Blender Octane and Lazy Motion too. Normally I share this inside my private community, but I'm starting to release more of these videos publicly to show you what you actually get on the inside. Not just scene files, not just materials, the real value is the momentum, the support, and the people who push you to keep creating. This is part 1, building the asset. In part 2, I'll show you how to render it on the Octane Render Network and give you some free credits so you can try it yourself. If you want the full workflow and the crew to grow with, click the link down below and join us. Let's jump in. Playing with Lazy Motion Season 2. I had the first one, so I paid 25 bucks for the additional kit, but right now it's 100 bucks for both kits. If you do any type of product animation, like, it's worth it. It's worth it. So I want to quickly show you the scene that I just kind of put together, just playing around. Look at this, gorgeous. And that's the look at the real camera lens working its magic. My favorite lens so far out of all the real camera lenses is this 85 100 mil right here. This right here, 85 but it reminds me of my right here, my vintage lens, my Helios 44-2. There's certain moments where when I have it wide open and if the depth of field is just right and the object's in the perfect, I'll get that swirly bokeh like how it is right here. I get that with this lens here. Let's just quickly see what I did. This literally took me like 5 minutes to set up. That is just scrumdiddlyumptious. That is so tight. Like I have a little bit of post-processing going on there too. Very subtle. Again, I love the post-processing, but you got to be subtle with it. Like my values are literally like, what am I using? Like I got cutoff of 10. Bloom is at 5. Glare is at 0.02. Oh, and I forgot to add a little bit of chromic aberration. I always go 0.2. That's like standard for me. It's like default. The way to set this up, if you do not have it, you need to get it because it's worth every penny. Lazy Motion 2, I'm using right here, Motion Domain. You just drop in one of these domains. It's literally, you just drop the box in, and then I had 2 objects, and I put them in a collection. My 2 objects are right here. I have this Octane logo, and then I have this Blender logo. That's it. And I put those both in a collection. And then when you go to the domain and you click over here, you'll see right here, Motion Domain, and then right here, use Collection 3, and then treat this as its own object. Because if you do it, everything is just gonna be like, let's go back to the original one. This is right here, the closest one that I'm using for the focal point. If I hit it, everything is like, you'll see the Blender and the Octane logo are one piece. And I don't want that. So you just hit this and it separates everything in the collection as its own entity, right? And then you got object size. I scaled it up. You got the speed of the rotation, the distance between everything, and then randomness, right, of everything rotating. So it's at 10. If I go to put that to 0, everything is kind of be like, but I got multiple boxes in here. So that's why you don't really see the difference, right? I'm just experimenting. I'm just my 1 hour in Blender right now. I'm having fun with my 1 hour in Blender. So there are no rules when I do my 1 hour in Blender. I'm not trying to make the Instagram banger. I'm not trying to make this, massive project. It's just having fun experimenting. So I'm doing that, and I just alt duplicated these boxes and moved their rotation around just to kind of fill the scene here. And originally, this is going to be a Instagram reel because that's what we do these days, right? I wanted to use the real camera lens, which, whew, I love the real camera lenses. They're awesome. And that's pretty much it. It literally took me like 5 minutes. But like if I legitimately had some really cool, like, product or something that I wanted to render, I probably should have did my one polygon with me logo thing, right? I have the depth of field over the top, but that's okay because I'm playing. I don't care. There are no, right? That's the hero shot right there. Look at it. Boom. That's the hero shot. And then everything else is just chaos. All right. So I'm actually ready to render this right now, but like, I don't want to wait. I got 800 samples, 8 on the diffuse, 12 on the specular, scatters at 8. I got 10 on GI clamp. Adaptive sampling is on, but it's not fine-tuned, but it's on. And that's pretty much it. Let's quickly render out a frame and see how long this is going to take. All right, so it's taking 17 seconds. That's actually not that bad. I probably should just go and let it render while I go take a shower, but let's just put it on the network. Let's put it on network, right? Because I got the credits and I need to use them because they don't last forever. At least for me, they don't last forever because I'm a beta tester, so they don't last forever. But right now, that's it. That's looking pretty clean. Like you can see here, there's a little bit, we could crank up a little bit more of the samples, but I'm gonna denoise it too. So here's the denoise look. Boom. I can dig it. That's great. Let's rock it. Okay. So what we're gonna do to send this out to the render network, I'm gonna hit save. For those of you guys who don't got any credits, I got some free credits for you guys to check this out. I've noticed here recently when I've been doing this, it's been crashing the first attempt. So make sure everything is saved. I already have my render passes set up, like for here, see compositing, right here, AOV group, and then I have the denoiser pass enabled, okay? So it's gonna kick out a denoiser pass too. Let's come back here, and I'm just gonna go to File. We're gonna go to Export. We're gonna go to Octane or BX, and then right here is going to render at the bottom. You see right here, Octane Exporter is gonna set out render, but hang on. Recently, every time I do this the first time, it's been crashing. And let me make sure okay, my server is still running and it still says active, so that's a good sign. Okay, good. Because normally I would kick it and it will start rendering really fast. And I'm like, whoa, that's a little bit too fast. And then I looked and the Octane server was off. So technically he wasn't really rendering anything. So right now it is on and it's active and it's still going. So now let me make sure my server's still on. Okay, server's still on. So that means it's good. Take notice sometimes if you're doing that and that might kick it off. But then I just turned it back on and then re-rendered it the second time, or it remade the file the second time and it worked. We've got that. We're done here. We can close Octane.